but it's kind of like a constant little poop shower over there. So you're really taking your life in your own hands and playing Russian roulette when you duck under there to scoop. So we'll see. Hopefully I don't get pooped on. Good morning, lovely people. Welcome back to the farm. Today we're going to be bringing a little organization to our morning ritual and routine. Up until this point, when we go out and deal with the sheep, we kind of just wing it, and that's not always good. You know, you waste a lot of time walking back and forth, but inevitably we've got to get minerals. So we're down there, we realize we got to get minerals. We bring the bull back up here to where the bags are. They're stored inside buildings because otherwise they'll get wet and ruined. And then we take the bowl or the pail or whatever back down there. So we have not really been using this guy to its full potential. We should have a few 5-gallon buckets back here full of the minerals and the kelp and the salt thrown back here, but this is just kind of a mess. So we're gonna clean this up, and also we've been dragging around our freshly split firewood over here since we split it a while back. So we're gonna fix that today. I want to test these things so I don't get stung by another wasp. So the last time I was messing around with tires, but they were outside, I got stung by a wasp. A whole swarm of them flew out and one caught me in the arm here, so I don't want that to happen again. Better safe than sorry. So it seems like since day one, boots on the ground, we've been running, working our butts off, building, getting the animals that we need, rotating the animals, feeding the animals, raising the young animals to maturity where they don't need a lot of daily help, interaction, care. And it's just been nonstop because every time we turn around, we're like, oh, we need this, oh, we need that. So it's day to day, we're doing stuff as it needs to get done instead of doing it well beforehand. Let me put it this way: we didn't get a lot of chance to settle in. Spend, a month or two here just learning how to maintain our property, learning what our property needed from us before we started adding a lot more to our property. And that's fine. I don't regret it. It's what we felt like we needed to do. It's what we wanted to do. So we did it. I'm not complaining. But it's starting to feel like we can just about now start to slow down on the build up and build out portion of our journey here. And we're shifting gears now to what is really necessary for us, what we want to do here. And that is slow down a little bit, learn to maintain our property a little better. Another thing too, organization. We kind of flew in here under cover of darkness, and then we got to work the very next morning. We did take, I think, maybe a couple of days just settling into the house, unpacking, stuff like that, but it wasn't complete. And I don't think, it's still not complete. But also, we didn't get a chance to settle into our buildings. I came with a bunch of tools. I've bought a bunch more tools since. We got the tractor, we got the Kubota, we've got the lawnmower, we've got the wood splitter, I've got the saws, and all of these things take up space. And we also want to use them, so they need to be organized in a fashion where we can access them and then have a place to put them away when they're not in use. We're adding a little bit more organization to our process here so that in the future, things run a lot more smoothly and we're not wasting time running to get this, running to get that, but we can just have a dedicated space for everything that we need so that when we go in there, we just look across the wall and we go, okay, I need this, that, and the other thing, and one of these, and we're good to go. We throw it in the back of the Kubota and off we go. So the first part of organization ought to be involving the animals, right? Make that job simpler, make that job more time efficient, and then we'll have more time for the other things. That's what we're working on today, organizing the sheep process, because we move them every 3 to 5 days, depending on how much they're eating. And yesterday, I should have moved them. We had a bale of hay that we took out to them. They loved that. That held them over until today, but now they got to get moved. So I'm just taking a few minutes here though to get organized, which means get a bunch of stuff out of the Kubota that doesn't need to be there. Put the stuff in there that we do want to be in there, the daily use stuff. Well, we got this unloaded. Now we're gonna go grab the buckets, fill them up with the kelp, NutriBalancer, and salt, and get that loaded in the back of the Kubota. Salt, kelp, and NutriBalancer. Good for sheep. Salt is necessary for all mammals, and kelp is good for all mammals. And then the NutriBalancer too. Of course, you want them to get all the vitamins that they need, all the nutrients. So we're gonna throw this in there and light up the fence so that they've got that pain barrier to protect them from predators and to keep them in there.